If the signs outside of the Tunnel Hill Heritage Center and Museum don't give it away, this is the place you can experience more than 160 years of railroad and Civil War history. It's a place you can explore a true engineering marvel, the Western and Atlantic Railroad Tunnel, 1,477 feet through the Chattageta Mountain.
They began late June of 1848, two crews, Irish immigrants working from each end of the mountain, and they meet on October 31st, 1849. And very amazing to me, when the two crews meet, they're only off by 1/4 of an inch.
Completed in 1850, it was the first major railroad tunnel in the South and the first of the Appalachian Mountains, allowing trade between the Atlantic Ocean and the Tennessee River. Today, you can take a guided tour to see original drill marks made during the construction of the tunnel and see where the Civil War's great locomotive chase came through in 1862.
When the General is stolen at Kennesaw, at that time known as Big Shanty, the General is stolen there. The Texas chases it. They come right through this tunnel. The chase ends just north of Ringo, Georgia, when the General runs out of steam and the raiders abandon the train and scatter.
On the grounds here, you can also walk in the footsteps of Union and Confederate soldiers as you step into the historic Clisby Austin House.
After the Battle of Chickamauga, Georgia in September 1863, John Bell Hood, Confederate general, who is wounded at the Battle of Chickamauga and loses his right leg, convalesces here for a period of time.
So a bit of ironic history about the Western Atlantic Railroad Tunnel here in North Georgia. The city of Atlanta, formerly known as Terminus, really didn't amount to a whole lot of anything before the opening here in Tunnel Hill in 1850. Of course, railroads began to use Atlanta as a terminal after that, developing it into the powerhouse of the South, as most people would probably know. Ironically, though, just a few years later, a guy named Sherman used this area in Tunnel Hill to stage his invasion of Atlanta, burning it to the ground. In this instance, the railroad giveth and the railroad taketh away.
As the Confederates are retreating this area, they are pulling up rails to kind of delay Sherman, but Sherman can rebuild bridges in 3 days. During a lot of this, the rails are being tied up. They're being burnt and heated over cross ties and bent, often wrapped around telegraph poles or trees so they cannot be re-straightened.
As the demand for more railways grew, so did the trains themselves. And by 1926, so many train cars were getting stuck in the tunnel that the decision was made to build a larger parallel tunnel through the mountain, ending the use of the W&A tunnel in 1928. The tunnel was reopened to the public in 2000, just in time for its 150th anniversary. And there are so many interesting facts about this place. You just need to see it for yourself.